All right, we're under a bit of a time crunch today, but Manaia, thank you for coming in. How
Thank
are
you
you?
for having me. I'm very well, thank you.
Plenty coming up today. We'll do a bit of a do draft later on. I understand it's going to be a selection of 4 people that you can perform a home reno with, which I have to admit, I stayed up quite late last night thinking about it. And I do that now on a Wednesday night. Oh, you got another name there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, there you go. Jot that down. First and foremost, so how did you get on last Friday night? We went to the Waz, made the most of a corporate box.
So we recorded the Mad Monday podcast yesterday, and I told Isaac that I couldn't remember fuck all from the game itself.
Yeah.
Sorry to swear so early in the podcast. But at one point I was sitting out there, I was overserved in the corporate hospitality, and I was seeing 46 players on the field, and I was like, how's anyone supposed to score?
Yeah.
My next memory was...
You're overserved.
My next memory was your long-suffering partner slapping me in the face.
Yeah, I remember that. Well, I don't remember the slap, but I remember the aftermath of it.
Fallout from being slapped in the face.
Yeah.
I don't recall exactly why she had done that,
No.
but I'm sure she was well and truly in the right.
There was a bit of a situation, wasn't there, post-match, as there always is at Mount Smart Stadium, where no one knows quite what to do next.
It's Kiwis at an open bar is what it is.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as a wedding. Last call, you got about half an hour before the bar gets shut off, and you're like, right, I need to just pound piss into the core of the earth.
And then you get out onto that, whatever road that is, that's just outside Mount Smart there.
Maurice Road.
Maurice Road. Try and find an Uber, and then no one quite knows where to go. But
Yeah.
you guys ended up in Ponsonby?
So this is what happens whenever I get overserved at the Warriors, is I always find myself out exactly where you're talking about. I think it's gate A, and there's a line of Ubers and taxis coming, and you're
Yeah.
there vaguely with your mates, but in the melee of all of the people, you get lost. And then the first person you recognise, you just get in the Uber with them,
Yeah.
and then figure out where you are. I ended up in your garage after one of those
Yeah, that's right.
situations.
Yeah, you, me, and Ella from the ACC, and again, Loz was... Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And
right.
I remember sort of coming to my senses halfway through and being like,
Whoa.
how did I get here?
Yeah.
And I was like, that's right.
It's those last-minute kind of 4 or 5 vessels that you sink
Yeah.
because you're trying to make the most of that corporate hospitality.
Send you to the moon. And then Joe and I and Jerry split an Uber, and then we ended up in Ponsonby, and Jerry was at a very clear crossroads because he could see his house from where we were,
Yeah.
and he was like, I'm just going to go home.
Oh,
That's
good
all
man.
for you guys. And then we were like, well, we're on Ponsonby Road, bugger it, let's go to a bar. 3 bars later, we ended up at home. It was one of those nights where you had to check your Uber app to see what time you got home. I don't know what time it was.
Everyone had this way going, eh?
Yeah.
It's just, being overserved at Warriors corporate hospitality, it's a tough life.
Yeah.
Let's get the show on the road. We've got a bit of women's rugby to talk about in just a moment as well. But live from the Export Beer Garden studio, this is the agenda for Thursday, the 21st of August, I think.
The Agenda Podcast, the home of sporting nonsense and claptrap. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
If it sounds like I'm reading, it's because I am, so bear with me here. The 2025 Women's Rugby World Cup begins on Saturday, fellas, when hosts England play the USA at the Stadium of Light. The Black Ferns' first game is on Monday against Español, and you can't even bet the Black Ferns, apparently. That's how much the bookies are backing the Black Ferns in that fixture. Any ideas on what to expect from the Women's Rugby World Cup? I'm not sure.
Well, from this first game against Spain, to give you an idea of where rugby's at in Spain, ahead of the last Men's Rugby World Cup, in the lead-up, Spain's men's national team played against the classic All Blacks, so Beaver and them, those boys.
Oh, yeah.
They went over to Madrid and played against them in front of about 100,000 people.
Essentially a Masters squad, really, isn't it? Yeah.
And I think that because they call themselves the classic All Blacks, the people of Madrid were like, fuck, the All Blacks are here, this is mean.
How good is this?
They went down and it was all the
Did they play in their Steinlager jerseys?
the old boys. They had some pretty cool jerseys from memory. And my only other memory of that is Beaver just pinned them in their own 22 for about 60 minutes.
Beaver said, fuck that.
Yeah.
We'll play some force back.
I'm going to... Oh, you thought this would be good to watch? I'm going to strangle you guys and we're going to win. And they did win. So that's the state of men's rugby in Spain, and I imagine women's rugby to be a little bit behind that. So I, like you said, you can't back them at the TAB. I think we're going to obliterate them.
I saw some footage of the men's Spanish rugby side also playing football in the warm-up, and there was a lot of comments about, geez, these guys are better at football than they are.
They would be.
Yeah, and it feels like it might be a second option, doesn't it, rugby over there?
They also, The other thing about the Spanish men's World Cup team is they, I believe, got kicked out of the World Cup for trying to register a South African dude as Spanish.
Oh, well.
They had Drickus Duplessis on the back of the scrum. They were like, yeah, he's from Barcelona. I don't reckon he is.
Next week, we're going to catch up with Taylor Curtis, a friend of the show who is across in England, and we'll get a bit of a lowdown and an actual understanding on the tournament. But our agenda bet is back this week, and the Black Ferns to win the Women's Rugby World Cup overall is paying $3.50. So we've chucked a hundy bonus cash on that.
That seems juicy. And again, I don't know too much about the other teams, but I know we're mean.
Yeah, I thought we were pretty good.
And I think that it's sort of almost been forgotten. The old is her name Jonah Nganwu? Who? No? She
the line out.
She
won the line out.
She won the line out against the English, and it was one of the great sporting moments. I can't believe that the World Cup's come around again already, because England's whole thing was 40-metre rolling mauls for the entire World Cup. All they did was rolling mauls.
Amy Cocaine.
Yeah, yes, Amy Cocaine.
Had a real nose for that white line.
Had a real nose for the white line. And that was their whole thing, every single time. Every single time.
Human centipede.
And so they were lining up to do that again, to win the World Cup against us, and every single person was just like, oh my God.
Right.
This is...
She had scored a hat-trick in that game already, I think.
And so...
Some Rassi type tactics, yeah.
We won that line out. I don't even think she was lifted. I think she just got up there with the Kawhi Leonard claw and plucked it out of the sky.
Old school.
Yeah, it was. It was sick. And, it was sort of like a Beaver sort of Harry Jav sort of moment.
Yeah.
It was one of those. So how quickly it's come around again.
Well, speaking of the Poms, they are paying only $1.35 to win this tournament outright. They are real hot favourites. Yeah. So that's a bit of a wrap on the Women's Rugby World Cup and the men's Spanish side, I suppose, as well. You are not playing Rugby Championship Fantasy this year. It crept up on you a bit fast. That's totally all good. But, of course, the Rugby Championship is back this weekend. Just a bunch of rematches from last week. And if you do want to join our Rugby Championship League, you can still do so. All the information for that is in the description of this podcast. Let's take a quick break and we'll come back and have a bit of a chat about this week's Do Draft. Okay, just a bit of an update on the caravan. About this time last week, we launched the ACC caravan, or a couple of weeks ago now, which is if you're new around here, it's a Facebook page that we kind of discuss all things ACC behind the scenes and front of scenes, for that matter. But the most recent count I checked, we're up to about 800 followers or 800 page likes on that, which is great. Joe, do we have any updates on what we're thinking for the 1,000 post celebration? We've been trying to bribe followers by kind of sharing some stuff that you've got in your deep dossier of content that you've gathered from the fellas over the years.
We have found a video, an alternate angle of the Jason Hoyt BAP molestation.
Oh,
I don't
from
think
the World Test Championship.
Yeah, I don't think from July 2021.
Yeah,
I don't think it's ever been seen before, and it's really shows how graphic the assault on Jason Hoyt was, and how he really did. You can see it right there. So there's a photo in the studio. The camera in the photo,
I can grab it actually,
is the angle that has never been seen before. So,
and do you know what I'm just realizing now is I believe that is the phone of my partner.
Yes,
Lauren. So the footage that we've got is off Lauren's phone.
Hold it up a little bit, Manaia. Hold it up. Yeah, there we go. So that shot, the camera in the photo there will be the footage that you will see that has never been seen before, and graphically shows Jason Hoyt being
bullied.
Yeah.
Molested.
Yeah.
Molested even.
Okay, something to look forward to there. So if you're not following the caravan,
Giving a good account of himself. Sorry.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always surprised whenever I look over at that image. I go, oh shit, that's right.
Not bad, Jace. Not
And
bad.
big fan of the ACC, Jason Hoyt, as well.
Yep.
So he'll be happy that this footage is being released.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, if we all abide by the cone of silence that we are running there on the caravan, he'll probably never hear about it. So
Yeah.
He's not in there, so he'll never know.
That's important. I've always said that about any time you get 800 men in a caravan, it's important that what happens in that caravan stays in that caravan, because loose lips sink ships, and there's going to be some stuff in there, I think, that, career threatening.
Oh, yeah.
But if you want to see that stuff, then it's incumbent on all of us to keep it within there, because the moment that trust is broken, then we can't post that stuff anymore,
Agreed. Right, shall we get into this week's Do Draft? It's something we do, Manaia, mostly when
please.
you come in, because you tend to not pick problematic people like G Lane has a bit of a penchant for doing. This week we are going to be drafting 4 dudes to help with your home reno.
Yeah, this was one sent in by a voicemail, I believe. It was a yours please, and they said, what about if you were doing a reno? Who would you draft? And I'm worried about this one. So we got 4 picks each. I feel like there's a couple of like really obvious picks,
Right, okay.
that are going to go off the board quick.
Yep.
So it's going to be tough to.
Well, if we continue the tradition that we've set of the winner of the previous dude draft picking first, it's going to be you, Manaia. You've been doing well the last few weeks. You tend to run a pretty good strategy, and the listeners enjoy. Again, we'll post these. All 3 of our teams, Jojo, will be picking a side as well up on socials, and you can vote.
And I think they should be posted, because it's a 3-slide carousel. It should be posted in order of draft pick as well. So, because the biggest advantage when it gets posted, because people vote on Instagram, is that they see the first slide, obviously, first.
Yep.
And they're way more likely to vote for that one. So that's what's at stake for us.
So you think who picks third goes first?
No, I don't.
carousel.
No, I think if you win, you get the first
right,
slide.
okay, you get the advantage.
That's what we're playing for in the studio.
So isn't that but you get the first pick?
Yeah.
That means you're going first.
Yeah.
So you've just
no, so I get first pick and I get first slide on the carousel.
Well, it's like that Presidents and Scum game, or Kings and Arseholes. You know, you got to give your 2 worst cards to the best player.
Oh yeah, and at the end of the draft, I get to take 1 pick off.
fuck off.
Okay, Manaia, you kick things off. Then again, we are drafting 4 dudes that you'd like to execute a home reno with.
I think there's a clear number 1, but I'm gonna zag against them.
Love it.
And so I'm gonna leave it on the board. One of you can pick them up.
Yeah.
With my first pick, I'm going to go Scotty Cam from the Australian block.
Yeah.
Easily first overall pick.
Wow, there's another one that I feel like is going to go second. But Scott, we're watching the Australian block at the moment. A couple of people, I mentioned that before, a couple of people asked me where to watch it. We're bootlegging it off some like torrent site or something.
No, what season are you watching? A recent
the latest one, yeah.
Oh, nice, okay.
Scotty Cam, and in that season he made a bombshell revelation that his mother, her name is actually one of Joe Jury's search terms. His mum's name's Gay Cam.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are people not calling their daughters gay anymore? I know a lot of gays, but they're all over
I bet you do.
60.
And they're all in the South Island?
Yes.
And they are all in the South Island.
Are they receptionists at the doctor's office?
Yeah, that or the library.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's a fantastic first pick.
I'm going to go Scotty Cam. Pick one.
Joe Jury, do you want to go next, or would you like me to go next?
No, I can. I want to go back to back, so you go.
Okay. I'm thinking a couple of weeks ago you changed this by selecting almost, how did you describe it? It was like you picked roles for your team.
Yeah.
And it was quite effective. So I'm thinking of doing the same thing. I'm looking for a site manager first up.
Yeah.
Obviously there's obviously Peter Wolfkamp, which I'm sure will get snapped up at some point, but I'm not going to waste my first pick on him.
He's also your father-in-law, isn't he? So
he looks a hell of a lot like Tim Simpkins. In my first pick, I'm going to take Kevin McLeod, host of Grand Designs.
Oh, that's a good pick.
He's going to be my site manager. He's going to oversee everything, and of course, can help with the aesthetic of what's going on. So Kevin McLeod, host of Grand Designs. I
like that. What he'll do is he'll point out the features of your house. He'll also tell you that you're massively over budget, but he won't be able to do anything about it.
And there'll be some rain and some weather that causes 6-month hold-ups.
Yeah.
But he's going to be across that. So yeah, happy days. Joe, you've got 2 picks now, I understand.
I do indeed, yes. I think the first pick is, and it's fallen into my lap actually, so I'm going to take Al Borland from Home Improvement.
Oh, fuck off.
That man knows how to fucking Home Improvement.
Yeah,
so,
a name I didn't have on my shortlist, but a name I should have had on my shortlist.
Definitely improve a house.
And he is doing it from the character of Al Borland. It's not the actor. So,
Yeah.
So that is me.
Damn.
Fantastic pick.
And I will follow that up with Peter Wolfkamp.
Yeah.
So you guys have really helped me on that.
Yeah.
I feel like I got a man who can drive the project.
Yeah.
And a man who can fucking do the shit with a great beard and some flannel.
Yeah.
Well said. So is it back to me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it.
In my second pick, I'm looking for a landscaper, so I'm taking Jim from Jim's Mowing.
The Jim.
The Jim.
So as it stands, Kevin McLeod, host of Grand Designs, and Jim from Jim's Mowing are my 2.
I can't believe Al Borland. I mean, I was tiptoeing around Pete Wolfkamp. Ended up with both of them.
At risk of cutting people's lunch for later in the draft, what was
the Tall Man Taylor?
What was the move that bus show?
Oh well, thankfully
here's his pick.
Here's my pick.
Oh, okay, right.
Extreme Home Makeovers is what it was called. And the move that bus wounded, his name was Ty Pennington.
Ty Pennington, okay.
So with the second pick in the draft, I'm taking Ty Pennington, who's going to move that bus.
He is. You do what you do risk there though is a man that takes his design features very literally, because you might have it. I don't know. Your future kids, Manaia, might go. I'm into giraffes, and then he will turn your entire room into a
giraffe.
Jungle and a giraffe bed and all that kind of thing.
Well, then my next pick's going to piss you off, because with my third pick of the draft, I am going with X to the Z exhibit of Pimp My Ride fame. Yo, dog.
That's a great pick.
Yeah, there's going to be TV screens in the curtains. There's going to be fucking fish tanks in the shape of shoes. There's going to be all sorts going on. It's not going to be practical. It's going to fall apart within a week after we leave, but it is going to look sick. So
one of my favourite shows when sitting at home alone and just, looking to waste a couple of hours is that TV show called Tanked, I think it is.
Yeah.
And it's those two wounders that just make incredible, unnecessarily large fish tanks.
Fish tanks for like NBA players.
Yeah, it's always NBA players.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it me again or now you, Joe?
No, it's you.
It's you.
Rightio, I'm now looking for just a labourer, I think.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Someone that, can actually do some work. He's not necessarily known for his gardening or his trade skills, but he is a man that I see on Instagram does have that ability, and I'm taking Art Green is my third pick.
Is this the third time you picked Art
It's my
Green?
second time I have picked Art Green, but I'm just looking for a man that knows his way around his garden. I was looking for an influence to get in there to bring a little bit of hype around the project. Clint Roberts spends a lot of time in the garden, and no disrespect to Clint Roberts, I've now just then also just diverted to rig as well, and someone that can get a bit of elbow grease in there. So that's my third pick. I've got Kevin McLeod, Jim from Jim's Mowing, and Art Green.
Okay. I'm just looking up who built the Great Wall of China. Oh, dude.
So it's me now, and I'm back to back, which is
Tough
place to be. When
this is an interesting part of the draft here. So we're up to so we've got 3 selected each. Is that right?
No, I've only done 2. So you guys have done 3.
So these are your last 2 picks.
They are indeed. So I'm going to take. I can't imagine, New Zealand, the housing footprint. It's not big.
No.
So I need a man who knows what he's doing in small and tight quarters.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm getting George Clark.
Yeah.
From George Clark's Mears and Spears.
George Clark's Mears and Spears.
So he will help me with my small footprint of housing.
So currently, who have you got on your side, Joe?
I mean, we've all kind of gone very reality TV based.
We have, haven't we? It was hard not to, though.
So I've got Al Borland,
Yeah.
Peter Wolfkamp, and George Clark from George Clark's Mears and Spears.
That's a good-looking side so far, Joe.
And I'm going to round it out with some good looking, and I'm going to chuck Shelley in there from the Block Australia.
Yep, love it. That's a great pick.
What's her last name?
She's right in your wheelhouse, Shelley. Actually,
Yeah, I love
from
Shelley.
the block.
And if you need a pickup, she'll come and have a chat with you.
That's right.
If you're feeling a bit down in the build, she'll come and help you out.
You don't
Shelley
find her a bit
Craft.
patronising at times?
I like that though.
Yeah, you would.
I'm into a bit of patronisation.
Okay, again, I'm looking for someone that I'm going to step away from the reality TV sphere now. I was thinking about what's it called when someone that I need to give a mention to, but I'm not going to select. I was thinking Mark Richardson from the Block, New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
Honourable mention.
Honourable
mention, but I'm not 100% sure if he's actually got what it takes to execute
To
a home
actually
reno.
make it?
Yeah.
That's the issue with my team at the moment.
So I am going to take a man that is large in size, and I feel like is quite happy getting his hands dirty, and I'm going to take Momoa. I think I'm going to take Momoa. My short list is looking pretty empty after you boys have taken some of the picks that I was after, so I'm going to settle on Momoa. Caleb from Clarkson's Farm, another honourable mention.
Yeah. Nah, I can't.
So that's where I'm at, I think.
Okay, so that's your team.
I mean, not
And
a
I've got-
gardener. I don't feel super confident about that in hindsight, but oh well.
I've got the same issue you do. I got Scotty Cam, I got Ty Pennington, and I got Exhibit.
Fucking hell, there's going to be some creative indifferences on that side, I think. But at the same time, as a mint aesthetic they will produce.
Oh, it'll be outlandish. Whatever it is
Yeah.
that they produce is going to be sick. But I need someone to actually roll up their sleeves and get on the tools, because I don't know which one of them's actually going to do it.
James Musterpick.
Whoever I pick's going to get replaced with James Musterpick. So I'm tossing up between three. The Wolfie's gone.
Oh, I should have taken Foreman, Dan.
Now I'm starting to think about votes on social media, which cuts out my mate Pete.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
probably
you
not
had your
gonna-
mate Pete down, did you?
Yeah, I did have my mate
Yeah.
Pete. He's renovated a lot of houses. George Clark you took. So I'm down to three. I'm going to tell you who all three of them are, and then I'm going to make a pick.
Yeah, please do.
My three to pick from are Pharaoh Khufu, who was the pharaoh that they built the pyramids at Giza, or he built the pyramids at Giza.
So he's still alive, is he?
Oh, do they have to be alive?
Yeah. I mean, how's he going to help you build a fucking
Yeah.
house if he's
Yeah,
dead?
I suppose that rolls out Emperor Qin from the Great Wall of China as well. Then, okay, Tom Walsh gets the call up.
Oh, there's a good pick.
He is a builder. He's a big man. He can roll up his sleeves. He can actually do the stuff.
South Island gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Good
that's a great pick.
God's honest toilet. So
I kind of avoided athletes for some reason, but I shouldn't have.
he is a builder.
Yeah.
He's a qualified builder, I believe. So,
Oh.
or at least he's partway through. So my team, Scotty Cam from the Australian block, Ty Pennington of Move That Bus fame, X to the Z exhibit from Pimp My Ride, and New Zealand's Olympic legend Tom Walsh.
And yours is Joe.
I've got Al Borland, Peter Wolfkamp, George Clark, and Shelley from the block.
That's a fantastic outfit.
Interior design really. Oh no, I've got exhibit to do my.
Yeah, he's got your interior design sorted.
Him and Shelley are going to have very different ideas come room revealed time.
Yeah, I've got Kevin McLeod, host of Green Designs, Jim from Jim's Mowing, Art Green again, because I've seen him do some gardening on socials. And then who did I go with at the end? Jason Momoa to round my team out for a bit of elbow grease.
All right.
Just
I think-
keep Haley away from your.
Yes, I will keep Haley Sproul away from my team. I feel like all three of our teams are at risk of kind of arriving on site day one and looking at each other and going, right, who's actually going to do this?
I think poor Tom Walsh is going to be end up working for all three of our teams. No, Al Borland will get stuck in.
He'll pull the sleeves up.
Right, well done, fellas. We'll post those images to social later on tonight, and those listening can go and vote for what are three excellent outfits there. Let's take a break and come back with a couple of yours, please, before we wrap things up for today.
Yours, please. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
Rightio. A microphone button on the iHeartradio app, I believe, is how you submit a talkback. Send them through. Keep them coming thick and fast. We do need them. And, of course, if we don't get to yours today, we will get to it at some point or on a Yours Please omnibus, which we execute over the weekends. But first one, go on. Yours, please.
Hey fellas, Caleb here, Hurricane Wounda from the Necky. Fuck the Chiefs. Just coming off the back of the Omnibus episode talking about the best night out and how it's supposedly Christchurch. Headed down there this weekend. Gonna need some top tier suggestions of where the fuck to go. Love yous, fuck yous.
Right. I've got some thoughts on this, but you go first if you've got something to say.
No, it was just a word of warning. After I was just in Christchurch a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah, I heard about that.
and
Not from you, from other people.
yeah. Well, I don't know if you would have because we just confined ourselves to an Airbnb, and I think people over a certain age,
Familiar.
because I was like, oh god, so we're going to be going out to town. I hate going to pub, particularly in Christchurch. It could be quite woundy getting into bars.
Yeah.
But we just stayed in the Airbnb and YouTube battled all night, Lincoln Park till 4 a.m.
Has that always been the best night?
Yes.
I think it has been.
It
Why
always
do we,
is. It
why do
always
we
is.
plan all this other shit?
Go out during the day, get
Do something.
your do something pub shit out of the way during
Yeah.
the day, then just lock in and get
Yeah.
YouTube hammered.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. Is I think you should go early if you're going out in Christchurch. Go early,
go
make the
early.
most of the sunlight. Go to a bar, maybe down on the. It's not the viaduct there, but
Just down in the CBD, sort of near where the
Riverside Market.
Riverside
yeah,
Market.
that's what I'm looking for.
I wouldn't go to the Riverside Market, although you can. And to be honest, if you don't have a plan, you're really indecisive. You just walk in there and point at something.
And there's a few bars down there.
And there's a few bars down there. I actually don't have a recommend, but then you can go along what used to be the Strip. I think it's the Strip once again. Joe, you'd have memories of pre-earthquake Christchurch town. His Lordship's Lane and all that.
Lordship's Lane, and there was the other one. So in there they had the fish and chip bar where the bands played. Fat
Yes.
Eddie's, I guess, the original Fat Eddie's.
Yeah,
Fat Eddie's is still a good night.
yeah,
Bass bar.
Unfortunately.
There was bass, the drum and bass in there.
yes.
There was also Poplar Lane. There was another
Yes.
one. They had the Vespa bar.
I don't recall the Vespa
Had a
bar, but
Vespa outside.
Was St. Asaph the club Street in your day, or nah? Because it was when I was in Christchurch, but that was post-earthquake.
With ministry and all that kind of stuff in it.
I think it turned into like engineers and Beretta and some...
Barretta.
I think it was Beretta.
Cafe Bleu.
Yeah.
Bit of Cafe Bleu, bit of...
But again, that's not really helping this
Stilettos.
Yeah.
Calendar girls.
Yep. That is a reliable
that's always going to
night.
be there for you.
You know
That
what you're
will
gonna
always
get.
be there.
Yeah. But I think go hard, go early, go out for a few sunshine beers if the sun is out, and then do what you did. Go back home, find an
Lock in.
Airbnb.
There's that
Lock in.
one bar church, I think it is.
Yeah,
Church.
That's an early door sort of craft beer,
Yeah.
pizza. Go there for lunch or dinner.
Get a bit of music into you.
Yeah. There's a little Irish bar right next to that. That's quite cool as well, but it's not really. That's more like, again, parking up for a Guinness or a craft beer. But then if you want to, I mean, if you do find yourself out and about at like midnight, go down to, is it called Rockpool still?
Yeah,
Yes.
shit, yeah.
Go down there, and how it works there, which is I think is ingenious, is the pool tables are free to play.
Yeah.
But you have to pay to turn the light on above it. And so you pay for like 15, half an hour or whatever of the light. And they don't give a shit if the light goes off and you still want to keep playing, go hard. But I think it's quite an interesting way to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I think then that's the move is a few sunshine beers in the afternoon, a bit of tucker. Then if you end up rolling into Rockpool in that kind of early stages of the evening, it's quite good. Have a hit around.
But again, like if you're
do they still do teapots there? They did great, like alcoholic teapots.
Yeah, at Rockpool.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
yeah.
they were,
or at least last year they did.
Dangerously effective.
My God. Me and Tom Harper got so obliterated the next day.
Yeah.
My missus flew into town the next day and she came and saw me. We went for lunch. She was just like, but you are not all good. I was like, tell me I'm an okay guy.
And then if you polish off a couple of teapots, you can then just go out and then go up the stairs that are just to the right of it, I believe, and it's that Irish bar upstairs.
Yeah,
there.
or Fat Eddie's is across the road, I think, as well.
Yeah, there's plenty of places to go. But throw
You
yourself
can't
in the
go
mixer.
wrong.
Get an Airbnb and plan to stay up.
I would say that is if you're going to meet up with your mates, just over a certain age, fuck town, just go and park up.
Yeah.
Because all you guys are going to do is talk about when you still had it, and
Yeah.
and then start playing your favourite bands from high school on YouTube.
And what happened to those girls that you once knew? From,
Yeah.
Year 13. Okay. Right. Okay. I hope that offers some kind of advice. Moving on. Next one. Yours, please. Oh, geez. We're under a time crunch here.
Shaggers. Just on the topic of small planes crashing into golf courses, I don't know if you guys have seen the tail end of that video where the plane crashes and then there's a couple of good Samaritans that run to the plane crash, one of which is some guy that's steamed coming hot out of the tub rooms going down what is a small incline.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
does not make it without eating shit. Take a look. It's a little bit after the plane crash, but it's worth it.
No.
I have seen it.
Oh, dude.
It's amusing.
Mate, it made my missus laugh until she cried for like 10 minutes every time I'd just turn my phone around with this guy. And it's part of it is his missus is filming and she goes, run, babe, go, babe. And then he goes down, arms by his side, and like just falls over backwards, whiplashes his head into the green on the 17.
He breaks both his ankles.
Yeah.
There is something about a grown man running down a hill, though, that will always be funny.
Oh, it was the funniest part of that whole video. It's not the plane crash. It's the guy
He thought he was a fucking hero as well.
penguining into the thing.
He was
arms
sure was
by
better.
his side, yeah.
Save a life. Okay, sorry to not spend too much time on these, but we're going to have to move
One
on.
more,
To the next
one more.
I will go to the last one before we wrap things up. Yours, please.
Right, fellas. I've just turned the lights off. 2 martinis deep. Fucking Maharaj. What a legend. Fucking keeping South Africa's spirits high. You know, it's been a bad week for South African sport, and that man, he saved it.
Yeah.
What a great New Zealander.
Has been a tough weekend for the week for the South Africans. Of course, their beloved Springboks do not care about South Africa. They say they love their country, but they lie. And then they lost.
They will not do anything. They will
You
not
will
do
not.
everything for their country.
You're not your. Siyakalisi is not the biggest thing in South Africa. South Africa is the biggest thing in South Africa. I promise you that. So they're all liars. They rung in 10 change. That was kind of a B team. Quick take on the South Africans, by the way.
Yeah.
Marnie Libbick, who's not playing this weekend, he's been replaced by Hondro Pollard. I have a suspicion that he cannot pass to his left. I didn't see it in the entire game.
Right.
And I saw one pass where he threw it with the wrong spiraled the wrong way. You know when you see a 7-year-old do that?
Yeah, I'm still doing that.
And then the other one was he was trying to pass to his left. He turned around with his back to
No!
and then threw a right-handed pass. I think he can't pass left. That's my flaming hot take.
Okay, we're going to have to put the microscope on him over the weekend.
But he's not playing
He's
this
not,
weekend.
is he coming off the
unfortunately.
bench, do you know?
No.
I know that manoeuvre where you have to turn about
Yeah.
over 200 degrees.
Our second 15 halfback had to do it. And I was sitting there like, dude, this guy can only pass one way. You made him the halfback.
It's hard to get speed at the ruck. Okay, well, thank you for coming in, Manaia. Again, we'll shove those photos up of our dude draft and you can go and vote. But until then, love yous. Fuck yous.
All right.
You've been listening to the ACC's Agenda podcast, brought to you by Export Ultra. For more episodes, like and follow on iHeartradio or wherever you get your podcasts.